Low health literacy costs about $7,500 more per person per year. So how many of you guys want to pay $7,500 more per year for health care? No. You want to like buy a house or a car, you know, you want to go on vacation. You know, there's so many better things that you could spend your $7,500 more on, but when we don't understand health information when we go home, we end up getting more medication, we end up getting more treatment or being treated for the same thing. And so it costs more money. In fact, it's $238 billion annually in the US, and the entire state of Texas has never had an analysis. It's very difficult to do that, and that's one of the places where research is lacking, is monetizing health literacy. So if any of you are researchers out there, that's where we need you to be working. But one study that was done in Central Texas did find that in that particular area, it was a huge number. So think about the entire state of Texas. If we, you know, think about that's just Central Texas, the Austin metro area, and multiply that out across Texas, how much money we're spending in wasted health care. So literacy and cognition. So we're going to do another little test on you guys, and what I want you to do is what we call choral reading, okay? So I want you to read out loud the passage that I'm going to put up here, and when you get done, raise your hand, and when I say done, if you quit, or you decide you're done halfway through, or you don't even start, go ahead and raise your hand, but let me know, okay? So everybody read out loud together. And you have to you have to get meaning out of the paragraph. We already have 2 people that are done. Did you guys get all the way through? I'm going to give them a few more minutes. We got a lot of people who are done. I think the whole room has quit now. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to give you guys a pass, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in plain language for you. So what is this passage about? It's about medicine? Something about medicine? Yeah. Okay. It's about insulin? Yes. Good. Yay. What do you need to do first? Pull the plunger back, right? Yeah. Okay. And for what do you need to check? Nobody got that far, right? Okay. Well, it's air bubbles. Once you've drawn the insulin, you need to check for air bubbles. And how do you remove the bubbles? You have to tap the side. We've all seen nurses do that, right? So what's the point? Well, the point is that this is what we do to people when we give them health care information that they can't understand, right? So what do? They quit. They don't even read it. They throw it in the trash can. They don't get the information that they need. They don't follow the instructions that they need to follow. My daughter had to do a 24-hour urine collection, and they sent her text that looked just like that, just a page of text of how to do this 24-hour urine collection. What does she do? Takes a picture of it, texts it to me, and says, translate this for me. Well, not everybody has a mom to translate stuff for them. So the other issue, too, is that when we take for granted, well, a lot of things, but we take for granted that we can read a paragraph and get meaning out of that paragraph, right? Whereas when we see a low literate person, they have to do exactly what I was forcing you to do, and that's sound out each word as they are going through that paragraph. So what happens? Well, just like us, by the time they got to the end of that paragraph, they don't know what the paragraph says because they're having to make meaning out of each word, and those words then don't hook together and make meaning out of the whole paragraph. I usually don't have people quit that fast, but I think you guys wanted to get to the next, find out what we were doing. So basically, low literate readers read slowly, sound out words, read word for word, and have difficulty making overall meaning. Whereas high literate readers can read quickly, read words and sentences with ease, and read for meaning. So we need to not take that for granted when we're developing health information for our patients. So how do we identify people with low health literacy now that we know this is an issue? Should we be doing that? Should we be screening people for health literacy? Actually, no. And why? Because if I gave you that handout to read and you couldn't read it, what does that make you feel? Bad. It makes you feel shame, right? That you can't read. That's why people don't tell us that they can't read. So when I was doing my little senior citizens, I was teaching them Ask Me 3, which is an empowerment tool for people that are patients or just need to understand health information. And Ask Me 3, it's the 3 things you should never leave your physician's office without knowing, and that's what is my health problem or my concern about this visit, what do I need to do about it, and why do I need to do that? Because a lot of times I get people that come to me and say, well, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing this, but I don't know why, and so I didn't do it. Well, when you're told to do something and you don't know why, it's kind of like your mom saying, because I said so, and you're like, no, not doing it, Mom. So it's really important that, they become advocates, the people are able to become advocates for themselves, but at the same time, we don't want to screen people. So what we do instead is use what we call universal precautions. And that's where you just assume everyone has low health literacy and you teach at a very basic level. And then as you see that they can understand more, you raise up the instruction that you're giving.